What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another video, and today we're talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and why this is one of the most impressive games of all time to me, the blockbuster sales, and also what's next for the DLC, because I feel there might be an announcement coming up pretty soon here. So for those who are new, or for those who basically haven't heard me talk about Super Smash Bros., I'm a big fan of the franchise. I've been playing since day one. I remember reading the magazine about Super Smash Bros. For the N64 in like the dentist's office or something like that. I was like looking through a Game Pro or a Game Revolution or something like that, some type of magazine, Game Informer, and bam, there it was. I saw like Samus fighting against Fox, fighting against Mario. It was absolutely crazy, and from then I've pretty much been hooked on every single Super Smash Bros. Game. Heck, I've got so many of them right here. I don't know where my N64 cartridge is, but I've got my Melee game. I got multiple copies of that. Got 2 copies of Super Smash Bros. Brawl for some reason. I think my brother gave me one, then I bought one myself. Got, of course, Super Smash Bros. The Duos, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, and Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS, and of course, the baby right here, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. To me, the best Super Smash Bros. Game of all time, or at least my favorite Super Smash Bros. Game of all time. So let's talk about this franchise and what makes it so impressive first. Now, Nintendo recently just announced 20 million units sold for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That is the best-selling fighting game of all time for those who don't know. And fighting games aren't easy sales for the most part. There's been a decline in the fighting game industry, but there's been one game that's been steadfast in terms of improving the sales numbers year after year, or at least release after release, and that's the Super Smash Bros. Franchise. Ever since the N64, when it first started, the sales of each game has actually increased, and I think it's the only fighting game in the history that's ever done that, from release to release to release, without dipping underneath lifetime sales for the next game. Now, there might be some smaller ones that I don't know about, but any of the major franchises like Street Fighter or Tekken or anything like that, they've all had dips here and there, but Super Smash Bros. Has been on a uphill trend ever since the beginning, which is absolutely crazy, and of course awesome to see that. Now, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, like I stated, 20 million units sold, the best-selling fighting game of all time. And why is that? Well, one, the impressive roster. You have this combination of characters across all these different franchises for the past 30 years plus. It's pretty crazy. There's no other game on the market like it, and guys, we're not counting that Mugen and all the other type of fan-made games and stuff like that with weird disproportionate characters. We're talking about real, officially licensed and everything like that. Super Smash Bros. Gets the job done in that realm better than any other game that I've ever played. Even something like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This game is just insanely impressive, from the amount of stages, the amount of music, type of combat options, matchups. It's crazy. It's not perfect by any means. Obviously, there's some wrinkles here and there, but overall, when it comes to a fighting game and what offers the most, Super Smash Bros. Has gotten it done ever since it dropped back in late 2018. So it's an extremely impressive game, and it's got even better with the update 8.1 with the online play, which was probably the weakest part of Super Smash Bros. Was that online play, pretty much for the franchise, right? Even if you go back to Brawl, it was just horrible on there. Smash for Wii U got better, and initially Ultimates was better in some ways, but worse in other ways when it comes to Wii U. But it seems like they are fixing things and correcting it, and they're going to continue based on the most recent patch notes. So I'm very excited for the future of this game, and honestly, if you look at the future of this game, let's talk about that, right? The DLC. You guys ask me literally almost every single day on stream, who do you think is next? What do you think about the next DLC character? Who is it going to be? What third-party character it's going to be? So I'm going to go ahead and give a guess right here, guys. I have a couple different selections, but I'll kind of go more of like the over under 50% to see what's going on with each one, how confident I am with that, because we all know we want like a cool DLC character. Super Smash Bros. Is one of those games that's just going to be around for a very long time. I don't see them making another Super Smash Bros. Game for like a super long time. Like, it's gonna be a while. This one pretty much took everything Sakurai has, and he needs a break after this. We have to give him a break. So let's talk about this next DLC character. Now, over under 50%, we're gonna talk about Leon, Resident Evil, Jill Valentine, Chris Redfield, somebody from the Resident Evil franchise. I'm going over 50% for somebody from the Resident Evil franchise. Here's the reason why I'm doing so. Nintendo and Capcom have a pretty good Resident Evil relationship. Now, I know some of you guys are going to say, oh, but what about this game? It's not there, or this game. Listen, there's all these classic games. Nintendo actually took out an ad in one of their Nintendo Directs for Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6. They put together that for people to see. They have a good relationship on that front. There's Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2. There's just like a lot of Resident Evil on the Nintendo Switch, and those games do extremely well. So I do see Resident Evil and Nintendo teaming up. No, I don't care about the spirits and all that stuff. That's already been debunked with the whole Min and everything like that. So I can see them adding in some type of Resident Evil character. And I'm going to say above 50% for a Resident Evil character. Now, next up is Dante, Devil May Cry. How is this going to happen? Will it happen? And I'm going to say about 50% or higher. Now, I'm not over, like 100% over. I'm just saying about 50%. I think it's a 50-50 shot, but I'm definitely feeling more favorable on Dante getting into Smash than not. And here's my reasoning why. One, because the developers said, oh, well, we would love to have Dante in Smash. I guess we'd have to have some Devil May Cry games on the Switch in order for that to happen. And then guess what? Devil May Cry 1 and 2 and 3 started dropping. And I would guess that Devil May Cry 4 might be announced sometime this year for the Nintendo Switch, maybe launching next year or something like that. But I do think Devil May Cry 4 is going to come over at some point. And on top of that, Dante is pretty historic when it comes to characters. I think Nintendo might see him as even like an older age Joker. Just having him in there is just great for like the landscape of Japanese gaming. Devil May Cry to me started that whole stylish action genre that we see Bayonetta pretty much has taken the mantle, or heck, even if you want to continue with DMC5 and God of War kind of got into it back then too, back when God of War was that style of game. So that to me is what started it with DMC originally on the PS2. So I think Nintendo kind of sees that as like a legacy type of title, and having Dante in there would be a pretty big boon to the game. I think it'd be pretty cool, and we can all live out our dream fight between Dante and Bayonetta for real, not having death battle or some other types of people make up who would win. We can settle it in Smash. So that would be absolutely amazing if we saw that. Now, this third character is definitely a wild card, and that is Crash Bandicoot from the Crash Bandicoot series. Now, is this possible? I'm not like really super sold on this, right? But people keep on bringing up Crash, like, is it possible? This would be the first real actual Western character. I know there's like King K. Rool and Banjo and stuff like that, but that's not real because those were Nintendo's, stuff when they were with Nintendo. So we're talking like real, actual, like Western character outside of the influence from Nintendo would be Crash Bandicoot, which would be absolutely nuts. And I'm lower than 50%. I think that it's not like something that I'm confident in, but could it happen? Yes, but I'm giving it a lower than 50% chance. But I think fans would absolutely love to see Crash Bandicoot in the game. And I think his moveset would be dope. I mean, he's sitting there throwing the Wamba fruit at you. He can spin around, kind of like Mega Man. You know how Mega Man's dash attack is. He can do all sorts of stuff. I mean, he can jump on your head and flip. I think Crash has all the gadgets, has all the tools, has a lot of the personality to be a natural fit in Super Smash Brothers. I think it would be great if he was in the game. I'm just not confident that he's going to make it in there because, once again, Western character, just because Activision, I don't know. I don't really trust Activision with anything. Not that there needs to be a lot of Crash Bandicoot games on Switch or Crash 4 and all that stuff like that. We do have Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3. I just don't know if it made the cutoff in terms of when Sakurai was picking characters. I'm just not confident with a Western character. I'm more confident with like Resident Evil and Devil May Cry and stuff like that, Japanese characters, just not as much with Western characters. Now, another wild card that I can put in there would be somebody like Ryu Hayabusa from the Ninja Gaiden series. Ninja Gaiden and Nintendo have had a long history of working together on various different games and publishing and stuff like that. Heck, there was even an exclusive Ninja Gaiden game for the Nintendo DS, Dragon Sword. So I do feel that there could be some Ninja Gaiden action, Ryu Hayabusa, on the Nintendo Switch. That could be one of the characters. And honestly, the reveal trailer would be very easy to put together. You get Sheik, you get Greninja, you do something like that, and it would just be like a dope ninja style trailer and everything. So I could see them kind of doing something like that with Ryu Hayabusa. He could get in. I mean, we still have a number of characters left. I do think that Rex and Pyra could still get in as well. I'm still thinking that there can be some more first-party characters into the mix here. So we'll have to wait and see what Nintendo ultimately ends up doing. But either way, I'm hyped for the franchise. I'm hyped for Super Smash Bros. And I can't wait to see what's next for the franchise. So what are you guys' thoughts, and what are your picks that are realistic about the next character for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up this video here. Check out the links in the description. We've got Twitter. Go and give us a follow on there. Stay up to date on all latest gaming news and information. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next one. Peace.